How's it going, my trim people? Dr. Slacking, the Slacking Doctor, back with week 8, I think, the final week of Egg, as this week your Cotswold Whimsicots go up against Jack, aka Mr. Gravy, Mr. Bisto himself, coach of the Vancouver Titans, or maybe just the Titans now. Does he still use the Vancouver bit? I don't know. It's not on the logo. Got to put the names on the logos, otherwise I get confused. Everyone knows this. Okay, so you can see the 6 he brought. What did I get wrong? Oh, there's a Taurus there. And no Mimikyu. Okay, I'll be honest, I just put Mimikyu because I traded him the Mimikyu, so I thought you might just bring it for the fun of bringing what I traded to him. But he actually brings the Taurus. I think I have the right one on the layout, but these new Taurus forms confuse me. That looks right. That looks like what he's brought. Alright, okay, so, bit of context for this week for you. Basically, if we win, we can still make playoffs. But we have to win like 5 or 6-0, and we need people above us to lose like 5 or 6-0. Basically, our differential is really bad because I generally don't give a shit about differential. I don't really play for it. I think it's kind of such an arbitrary way of deciding leagues. But that's not a shot at Egg. It's the only way that we have, and I totally respect why they're using it. If I were to run a league myself, I would probably use it. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. But because I just don't really see the point of it, I don't really play for it. I never really try to preserve it too much unless it's obvious to do so. And so our differential is awful. Also, this season I've just been very inconsistent and not played particularly well. So, knowing that we need to smash Jack or nothing, and I would love to smash Jack, let's not lie, who wouldn't? Lucky Ellie. Anyway, back to the point. Oh no. Oh, actually, this is kind of good. Well, it depends. Oh. Gonna have to taunt, which I really didn't want to do. Okay. Really hope this thing doesn't have Ice Shard. And get our Reflector. So, knowing that we need to absolutely smash Jack, I was like, let's just bring screens, which I hate, and setup spam. Because what's the way to try and just like get a 6-0 win is to set up screens and then set up with them on and hopefully sweep off the rip, which meant that I was really hoping not to see Cloister because it's got Ice Shard potential. And if you look at my team, we don't like Ice Shard potential. Do I bother with a light screen? I think I do. And as you can see as well on my team, Icicle Spear is not a move I like switching in on. So it's not like I have a lot. Oh, my water's all the way over there. No. Anyway, in other news, Katie is currently on holiday with her friends, which means it is just me and the cat, who is now doing a shit. Charming. Lovely. Glad she's enjoying our time together. But that does mean that after she's finished on the bog, she may come and attack me. We may come under some sort of cat attack. And there's very little I can do about it because I'm what's known as a big softie, so I can't shut her out of the room and ignore her, otherwise it would just break my heart. So she's here, and she may be annoying. I'm going to taunt this Mew because I don't want this Mew setting up. I don't know what anything does, I'm so scared. The Cloister going away is kind of nice. Leaf Storm, okay. Right. That looks like a setup opportunity to me. I'm going to U-turn out. We didn't lose a differential point yet, because Scotch is still alive. And that's what we call chip in the industry. I don't know which industry, but the industry that we're in. Now, see, if he U-turns himself, what has the best chance of setting up on its obvious counter? This could Swords Dance into Trailblaze on the Cloister, couldn't it? I think. We've got the Unnerve as well, because, like, you know, why wouldn't we? Okay, so it does U-turn out. I imagine the Cloister will come in. Now, the problem with the Cloister is, obviously, with Icicle Spears, it has a higher chance to crit, because it's hitting so many times that at some point, one of those has a pretty decent chance to crit. Kind of wish I'd run... Well, no, that doesn't mean much to... If I'd run Bulk Up I guess the non-crits would have done less. Oh well. I did not expect it to be Spike's Shell Smash. Oh, I was cocky. I was too cocky. Is it White Herb? Oh, well, I will probably just lose now. I don't think it's White Herb. Does this thing get sturdy? Skill Link, surely. Does this kill with the defense drops and my attack boost? If any of these crit, we're just done. Oh, I should have just Trailblazed because of my weakness policy. I'm dumb. I forgot about the weakness policy. Well, I'm not dumb. I just need no crits. And the cat is being a cat. Odds on no Sucker Punch on Cinderace. Or Aqua Jet on the Tauros. Oh. No, he's Sash. Of course he's Sash. Oh, if I had... well, there goes the differential point. I wonder if I just Trailblazed. Probably not. Do I get swept by this thing now? Maybe. Maybe. It's not impossible, is it? Maybe Wigglytuff takes one. Depends if Reflect goes down here or not. Well, that was not what was supposed to happen. And this, children, is why you run hazards. Okay. Well, we're off to a bad start. We've already lost the 6-0. But we had to. I didn't think about the fact he would be Sash. That's why he had led with it. So trying to set up the bear was probably not the one to set up in hindsight. I'm just going to flamethrower for the KO. Like, I'm tempted to wish, but if he gets a crit or something, it's just not worth it. Alright, we've been dodging crits. Good. Oh, I was going to take off the Ursaluna on the layout. That's what I was doing. I got distracted. I don't think the sweep's going to happen. We've lost the Reflect and we've traded 1 for 1. It's not ideal. This is not how I was hoping for. Today has not gone to plan at all, I'll be honest with you. Today I was supposed to be playing my first football match of pre-season. What are you looking at? Sorry, the cat is looking at me. And as already established, I am soft as shite, so I want to go and pick her up and give her a fuss. But no, pocket monsters exist. Oh. I'm kind of walled by this thing in many ways, aren't I? Especially without a Reflect. Well, one man's walled is another man's not walled. I don't think I can take a hit. Best I think I could do is probably wish. Oh, I didn't even take one. That's Max Fizz death. Big Mum sucks. Stupid Wigglytuff. We were so close to getting a Citrus Berry as well. Ball sacks. All of our lights are down. Our lights? Is Inteleon faster than this thing? I can't remember. I can't remember. I think Inteleon's slower. It might be 1 point faster. I can't remember. Either way, I need this to do anything at all. Oh, I'm faster. Good. Well, the differential points are in the bin, basically. Now we're just trying to get a win. It was a silly plan. It was easy. I dodged those all day. I've never not dodged one of those. Now, I should technically just hard switch in case he sucker punches, but, you know, for the differential obs. But, yeah, I've never been smart. Alright, well the Leaf Storm is going to wreck me without Light Screen, isn't it? Don't know. But, you know, what is a man to do? That's what you've got to ask yourself. I think my play here is just to Quake on the incoming Mew. get some chip off. I don't think my play is to set up right now. And then to pivot. Oh, this thing comes out. Oh, I wish I had set up. Fuck. Would I have taken 1 up +1? I don't know. Yeah, with the reflector, I definitely would have done. This thing's fat. Probably. Yeah, this would have been built for my Arcanine, so it's going to be very physically bulky. Probably. Okay, I think we've got to sack you, and then go for game with FLAMIGO. This is silly. You're silly. Stop it. Stop this nonsense. How dare you play Pokemon? So I figured like we were probably going to lose this, but I thought we'd at least try to have some fun with it. Or I figured like even if we won it, it wouldn't be enough just to grind out like a 2-0 win. We had to just go balls to the wall, show him our testicles and say, Jack, how do you like my go now? Oh, ball sacks. Emmy, Jack's being a bitch, Emmy. Get him. I'm going to set my cat on you, Jack. I'm going to eat you. What was the point of having a cat? They don't threaten anyone. You're pointless, Emmy. You do nothing for me. Well. I'm upset. Are you upset? Are we all upset? I hope we're all upset. A fighting move's coming out. FLAMIGO will be able to tank it, and then we'll get the... maybe I should have just gone to set with FLAMIGO off rip. No, because the fucking sash, man. Why do I not have any hazards? Oh, you go for the water move? I should have gone into the bloody... the mushroom, man. Oh, Jack, you silly, silly boy. You are extremely silly, Jack. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna fucking low kick his fucking face. Wait, he's faster than me, right? Yeah, I'm gonna acrobatics his face. It would break anyway. It would break his sub anyway. Need to break his sub. This will put me in citrus range, which I think means I can live another one. Which means I can agility, but I still can't Swords Dance. Why is my team not good? Why has this happened to me? I don't know. Did you do this? Did you trade my Pokemon away and give me bad ones? Did you draft bad Pokemon for me? Someone did this, and I refuse to take responsibility for anything in my life. Let alone this. God dear. What are the odds on him missing Wave Crash? Little bit miss Wave Crash. Oh, I can't believe he subbed on my Hippo. I can't believe he went this on my Hippo. I should have just cursed his face out with my Hippo. I should have set up and said to him, that's the whole point of this team, Matthew. The whole point was to set up. Don't sit there in retrospect, in hindsight, going, I should have set up. Yes, you should have set up, you dingus. Okay, yeah, he's going to sub to try and outstall the screen. Oh, and he probably can, actually. Which means I'm probably dead anyway. Why didn't you have Infiltrator, FLAMIGO? You silly bird. Should have had Finfiltrator. Oh. Okay, it's fine. Did I explain that I was supposed to play football today and then it got cancelled? I think I started saying I was supposed to play football and then finished it. It got cancelled. It's been like super flooded around here. The rain has not stopped. It is like this season, the downpour has been torrential. This has been debilitatingly bad. Okay, can he get a sub out of that? Is that 25%? Hard to tell. Or is he just going to Wave Crash? If you can get another sub, I should have Swords Danced. No, you couldn't. Okay, good. When I live, now you can't have a sub, Jackalus. You're in trouble. What will you do? It's not Bull, actually. He's got an apostrophe in his name. Very impressive. Actually, correct grammar. And didn't even know you could put apostrophes in Pokemon's names. Here I have been putting Rust Bucket without the E, and I've never put an apostrophe in. Do you know why? Because it's not an abbreviation. That's how you should spell its name. Okay, the bull's dead. We're fine. I'm a punching glove bird. I can do anything. I can do anything. Sounds like the start of like a musical song. Is there a musical song? I'm not a big fan of musicals, if I'm honest. Comment down below. What are your thoughts on musicals? It sounds like a typical like toxic masculine kind of like, I don't like musicals because like singing and that's probably for like girls or like gay people, so I don't do that. But it's not that at all. It's just I have trouble paying attention, and if you're really gonna turn your story, which is ironic because I tell very long stories on this channel where I meander off topic and don't pay attention to myself, but if you're gonna tell me a story, don't fucking sing it at me or I definitely won't listen. You need to get in, out, story, job done. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Is this the time to go for broke with you? I reckon you take an ice beam. You know, I'm overthinking. And by that, I don't mean I'm overthinking like I have anxiety. I mean, I'm done with thinking. Thinking is for nerds. And that is not... Oh, that's the wrong one. I'm getting a bit ahead of myself there. And that is not what I like to do. I don't think. I click buttons. What was I saying before? I've forgotten already. Okay. So we want to trailblaze. That hurts. That hurts a lot, actually. Disliked that. Not a fan. Not a fan. Go into your, Yes! Yes! Oh, yes. Oh, Rust Bucket. It's good to see you, my old friend. What was I talking about? I don't know. So basically, after this season, because we're not making playoffs now, let's be real, I'm down to like 3 months. And I'm probably not winning this game, let alone winning at a high differential. So... Now, if you were on a balloon, which I wasn't paying attention, you're not anymore. You could have been. Please don't be fucking Shuckerberry and live this. That would just be mean, Jack. Don't do that. Anyway, so after the season finishes, knowing that we're not making playoffs now, I don't know how I beat the Landorus unless Bullet Seed kills, but I'm skeptical. Knowing that we're not making playoffs, so this season is essentially done, because the combination of Landorus and Mew should beat the rest of my team, then... When will I be back? Will I be back? Will I return? Yes. I've quite enjoyed this season, despite it being like a shit show. I've had some trouble uploading the games where I've played badly and we've lost because I've been like out of touch with the metagame and the team's been questionable. Oh, I don't outspeed you? I don't calc things. I don't know. Do I outspeed him? Who knows? Let's find out. No. Well, I really thought I was going to outspeed him there. Damn, how fast is my mushroom? Yeah, apart from the fact that I've been uploading games that I've not been best pleased with the content, I've quite enjoyed the season. I've quite enjoyed Mons. I found it interesting. I think this metagame is... I'm going to use a word that's going to cause a fuss, but I think this metagame is bad. Like, I think it's not a well-balanced metagame. And I think that... yeah, that's what I think. So... can you just U-turn into Mew and then win? Yeah, well, there's nothing else I can do. I gotta try and go for this KO at least. But he should just U-turn Mew. Maybe if I Earth... Nah, because that's a throw. If he U-turns Mew and I Earthquake and it dies, then I actually can potentially beat him with Hippowdon, although it's unlikely. So I don't think he would do that. Maybe I should have banked on it, but yeah, no. Jack's not bad. He's not going to do that. So anyway, what was I talking about? I can't remember. Oh yeah, will I be back? Probably. Like I say, I found this game relatively interesting, so I will probably come back fairly soon. There's a league which I've been invited to, which I'm in the server for and stuff, so I'm expecting to come back for that, barring life stuff getting in the way. Oh, how do we... I'm going to go out in style here. If we're going to lose this, assuming it's not Scarf, we're going to lose it in the manliest way possible. We are going to tell him to defeat us. We're going to say, come on then. Fucking come on then. What do you have, Landorus? We're going to give him the old The Rock. Anyone old enough to remember when The Rock used to do that? In like WWF before they got sued? Oh yes, childhood. Oh, Scotch. Goodbye. Sorry. Anyway, I'll probably be back, is the point, and I'll probably draft a better team. I don't think this meta game is necessarily good, but I think everyone is starting to realise that, and I expect there to be like bans and changes in the DLC and various other things that will make this meta game more interesting. And now that I've got a handle on where this meta game is, though I don't think it's very good, I would be intrigued to play it a little bit more. And I don't want to be one of those old heads that just shit talks the game. And if you're new to Pokemon Draft League this generation and you're like, oh, it's not bad, it's fun, I really like it. That's totally understandable, it's totally fine. But in my opinion, compared to other meta games, I just don't think this one's as good. And I don't always say that with every new gen. That's not just how I am, that I'm like, Gen 1, best gen. There are lots of redeeming things about this generation. I like a lot of the Pokemon designs, for example. But anyway, yeah, so I should be back. I don't know when, maybe a few months. If you have managed to stay to this point in the video, it might be worth hitting subscribe or hitting the bell so that you know when I come back. I'm not like a professional YouTuber, so you really don't have to if you don't want to. But yeah, we'll leave it there. Thank you so much for loafing around with me all season long. GG to Jack. He didn't let me smash him. Very upset with that. Emmy is going to bite his face now. Thank you so much for loafing around with me, and I'll catch you again next time.